Where are we going? NS Coal District, and it's the NS ES44AC. Right. You'll be retrieving a consist from Glenmain 3 and taking it to Rogersville via Emerald Mine. You'll be following a coal train all the way, so keep an eye on the signals and check the switches. There's a storm front moving in, so stay alert and be safe. We don't have all day, so let's move out and hit the rails. Right, switch to the other end. I'll switch to the cab at the other end and grab the consist on Glenmain 3. We'll need to request permission. Right, let's wait for the rail driver or the console to figure itself out. Ba-dum! Come on, figure it out, come on. So, I've got miles per hour. I need my other brake gauge, which is it that one? Nope, it's that one. That's my other brake gauge. Right, have I got an ammeter? I do. Alright, this is a diesel, so I'm going to switch it to digital reverser. That's better. I need to, is it that one? No, I need to change that. That's better. Turn the lights on. Better. This is the oh, it is the AC6000CW. Sorry, I've got the wrong thing on there, haven't I? I'll change that once I get past this signal. Yes, this is a workshop scenario. It's by Bob, who's on the channel, I think, as Robert MK, if he's still around. Right, done our control tab as requested. We ought to slow down, really, for this 10 mile per hour. Let me update that. That's better. Nice and slow. Ah yes, Robert is still on the channel. So yes, this is one of Bob's scenarios. We did one last week on Portland Terminal, and it was so good. It was mandatory that we do another one. Right, let's just check our switches and make sure we're all cool with where we're going. Right, the blue line's run out. We're actually going to... and then we're going to couple to that consist there. Okay, we should be alright for getting there. This is a very slow section around the corner after the bridge, but hopefully it will speed up. BNSF 2001, if you check out my blog, then you'll find I've got some or tutorial on how you actually use the cinematic camera feature in the game. You do need to do a bit of Lua scripting to be able to do it, but it's not too bad. Slow go in this section, but it'll speed up. So the scenario is called Both Sides of the River. That's by Bob on Steam Workshop. Right. Oh, hello, we've got nice rain, thunder. Mole Man, no, you can't use the cameras for quick drive scenarios. If you want something specifically scripted, then you should make a standard scenario. There is nothing to stop you technically taking a quick drive scenario, cloning it and turning it into a standard scenario, though. Okay, that's better. Glen Main 2 North is our next waypoint. Yeah, it's a long scenario, this one, more man. Borelli's at the ready. Yep, it's a wet day out there. Oh yeah, 20 past 11, so it'll be about 1 o'clock when we're done. Dino, I'd hang fire for the time being, and see if you can't find some. I know they never used to be that expensive. I think it's because they're hard to get hold of now. Good night, JM. Glad you enjoyed it. Got Glen Main 2 North coming up. Check the blue line is now taking us to our. Yep, it's taking us to our wagons. The other scenario I think is a 90-minute scenario, Jim Binks, but I was running so slow and so far behind, I think the dispatcher just had enough of me. Frisco, this will be it. This is quite a long scenario, and we just did a long scenario, so it's that'll be it for tonight. So it's still going to be a late one though, but that's fine. We're having fun. Frisco, can you drop, so if anyone's got any scenario requests that you want to play, can you log into the Steam group, go into the suggestions discussion forum and put your requests in there? That way they're not going to get lost. At the moment I've got them coming in through all manner of different places and I'm just losing them. Alright, be sure to approach your consist slowly. Alright then. I can do that, I guess, if I have to. I have got lights on. Look. Got a green light, so we're clear to carry on. Dean, Engine Driver's got an article that I've written about this whole thing. So you'll get a bit more information about this and the hardware and so forth that's been used. In terms of rail drivers, let me find out and see what and see whether or not what the best way to get hold of them is. Proceed slowly equals 500 miles per hour. Only as I normally drive, yeah, Dark. See, lights. We have lights. Nice one, Dusty. Dusty Bin Man, thanks for joining this evening. There's a bit of braking going on. So this is now set up as being my North American air brake gauge. This one here. Equalising reservoir and brake pipe. Well, I'm approaching slowly. That was brilliantly done. I love that coupling camera, I really do. Alright, let's couple up. Change cabs for the run to Rogersville. Why have I only apparently coupled up to one thing? Presumably I needed to couple to all of them. Yeah. Better. Right. Go via Redstone Creek, east leads south. Okay, so heading our way back up that way. So let's get back in the other cab. Better. Oh, I need to re-enable that. Better. Right. The dwarf signal is my... Oh, the dwarf signal, I didn't see that. Ah, there is a dwarf signal. Yes, I didn't see that. Okay, we're cool to go. Thank you, Bob. See my bell light. Oh dear, me and my flashy lights. Alright, let's get going. This is a long train. You watch the whole train go past. Not the whole train, no. You can see some of it at least. Release the brakes again. What's on the rear of the train? There's another loco. It looks like an SD40 or something sitting on the back. Or a Dash 8. Yeah, Dash 8, that sounds reasonable as well. There's a lot of wagons. Got a signal coming up. I'm going to have to go and have a look at the signal soon, but we're not there yet. It's just under a mile away so far. Hopefully we'll get to the end of the train. There's a switch ahead, isn't there? Alright, let's have a look at that. Yeah, we've got the red light at the moment for the switch. I did wonder if that would be the case, because there's still stuff going on up ahead. Does Lua scripting cost money, and where do I get it? Lua scripting's built into the game BNSF. It's a programming system that you basically just need to learn. So if you look at my tutorials on the blog, then that'll give you an idea of what it is, and then you can work out whether or not you feel like you'd be able to learn it. Right, coming up to Brown Main 2. It stopped raining. The junction changed? Yes, the junction has changed. We now have a yellow and another yellow, and looks like we've got the road. Got 10-mile section again. We're slowed down now. Let me sped back up again. Cheers, Panda. Thanks for joining. Rain's on again. Definitely missing my track IR, I tell you. Another nice thunderclap. Suddenly sped up. Yeah, this train probably stretches across Denmark. Brilliant, Rob Hatch. That's excellent. Yeah, TS 2015 has a very basic HTML, so you and it's not a general purpose thing. So it's a limited subset of what you can do, and what you do has to be absolutely bang on right. Otherwise, you will run into problems. All right, we're getting there. Probably still got most of our train on the other side. Now look at this. Look at the size of this train. I see. This is where I guess it gets its name from. Both sides of the river, because the train is on both sides of the river. There it is over here. Look. That's insane. That's a long train. We're getting there. So you want TS come with an Apache web server? Nice story, John. Power on. Stretch the train out a little bit and keep going. Going to get this train up to the 30 mile per hour section, then we might have a chance of getting some speed up. Trying to edge the speed up to the 10 mile per hour limit. Wake everybody up. Come on, if you're not out of bed, it's time to get out of bed. Backup time is 8 knots M55. Oh. Wow, this 10 mph sections are a killer. Oh, I'm glad you did publish it, Bob. Definitely an interesting experience. It gets people over the other side of the river as well. Are we completely on this side of the river yet? Just about. The size of that train. A green light. So the front of the train's just coming into the 30 section. I think people living on the street don't appreciate honking the horn. No, they probably don't. But I'm having fun, so that's what matters to me, really. So the AC6000 actually is. Thanks for joining us, Ron. See you later. So the AC6000CW is a record holder at the moment for the heaviest and longest train. It hauled 99,000 tons and 682 wagons for 275 kilometres, and the train was 4.536 miles long. That's 82,000 tons of iron ore. 7.3 kilometres that train was, which is ridiculous. Cheers, Doc. Yeah, BHP is the one in Australia. It's the one Dad's got as an HO gauge, John. I like the fact that it was a. It wasn't just a long train that moved 10 foot. It moved 275 kilometres in that format. That's amazing. Yes, the noisy one. You got it. The blue one, John. Won't be too long now. Going to get the 30 stretched to the back of the train. The result ended up in the river. Yeah, it's in one of the boxes, John. One of the ones that used to go out on the exhibition runs. Have we still got all the wagons? We do. I can still see the big thick one at the end, which is the Dash 8 on the rear. About a third of the way down the train now. Dave did my trick with the P's, B and C for earlier. Oops. It's easy done. We started the game at minus 1500. We're over halfway into section now. Nearly there. We're tantalisingly close to being able to speed up. What are our instructions? We're going to Man Main, 26 miles away. Once we speed up, we should get there alright. Depends on whether we get any more nasty lights. The last one was a green, so that's good. That means we've got at least 2 blocks, this block and the next block, clear. Oh, hello, look at the rain. Someone's been having fun with weather blueprints. It's tipping it down. Can't see where I'm going. Right, we're coming into the 30. Just the Dash 8 to go. We're in. Oh, so I put the brakes on. Yeah, oh, that makes sense, doesn't it? It's not rain, it's a monsoon. A typical day in Manchester. Speeding up. Won't take us long to get to 30 now. And then we can push it up to 40. Put my head out the window, I don't think so. I'd get drowned in seconds. Ah, folks, I've just refreshed YouTube. We have 1,200 subscribers on YouTube. That's amazing. Thanks, folks. Oh, we've got the 40. Power back on again. Turn off the wipers to see what happens. Yeah, now I can't see a thing. Thanks everyone. Thank you as well. Green lights, that's good. We can keep powering on. At least we're doing 40 now, so it's not quite so bad. I wonder if you can make it rain harder. No, I think looking at it, this probably is about the most you can make it rain. It's just what you can pump the rain up with the weather blueprints. Dean, could have some information on Epic Journeys edition. So it's Soldier Summit is the star of Epic Journeys. Epic Journeys basically is it's like another core box version of the game. So you don't need to own TS 2015 to use the Epic Journeys edition. And then there are the Soldier Summit, London to Faversham, Mannheim, Karlsruhe routes in it. And the idea is that if you already know, if you already own TS 2015, then you buy Epic Journeys edition, you get those 3 routes, or you get whatever you don't already own. And if you don't own TS 2015, then it will add TS to your Steam library. So it's sort of a way of, and it's all done at the same cost, I think, as as a single route, although the pricing hasn't been announced yet. I think the Engine Driver article said something about that. I strongly recommend going and reading the Engine Driver article, Dean, on it. Maybe someone could just go and find a link and post it. I mean, basically all the information that's out there is in that article. So hopefully that helps. Hey there, MP fan. What are my plans for 2,000 subscribers? I've got no idea. We didn't really do much for 1,000 subscribers, so we ought to try and do something a bit better for 2,000. My failure video was a kind of tribute to the 1,000. Thanks for posting the link, well man. This weather is horrific. I'm just going to get wet and be done with it. At least I can see where I'm going. When I say horrific, I mean good horrific. Mole Man planning a 5k sub special? Absolutely, that's awesome. Let's get the train stretched out a bit. Should have that effect of the camera in the head out view. Yeah, really. As if you're wearing glasses or something. So 6.5 miles to Arc Main 2. Cheers Benna, thanks very much for joining us this evening. Looks like Twitch isn't too far behind on 1200. It's at 1171 at the moment, apparently. Hear that engine gently purring into life. MP Ralphan, do I know where this is in America? Pennsylvania, if memory serves correctly. Another green light. That's doing good. Getting there now. Night to all 8 hours till my bacon sandwich. Bacon o'clock. Cheers, John. Where in Pennsylvania? Waynesburg, Brownsville, Emerald. Oh, the rain stopped. No, it's gone down to normal sorts of rain now. Yep, see you at the weekend, John. Ease off the power a little bit. Oh, we've got a 30 limit coming up. To ease up the power a lot. Nine alleged robbers call, crikey. Well, this train just does not want to slow down. Let's try putting some dynamics on as well. that's better. We're down under the 30 now. Got there eventually. Cheers, Coplop, I'm out. Thanks for joining. Two were father and son. Well, man, what you should do is in-flight sim, fly a Cessna over the western lines of Scotland and fly it over one of the areas of where the train tracks are, and then cut to driving the train on and with the Cessna flying overhead. That'd be cool. Another green light coming up. Live Miner, yes, I'm going to do a tutorial on the braking, dynamic, and the air braking on the Soldier Summit. Absolutely. Yes, there is a Cessna flying in Western Lines. That's why I suggested that particular cut, because it would make sense and it would actually work. There's 2 or 3 Cessnas flying in various places. No, you don't see the railway in FSX, no. But fly sufficiently high. Fudge the camera angles a bit. Use your imagination. MP Rail fan, thinking about making the Columbia River Gorge for TS, super fast riverside line. It would include Union Pacific, BNSF and also NSPNS. Nice. Sounds really interesting. $15 limit coming up. Arc Main 2 in 2.9 miles. Oops. Pressed F1. Oh, I've got it connected, focused on the game. What are we looking at now for our... we're down to 18 miles, so we've already peeled off about 8 miles off our destination. Slowing down for the 15 at the moment. The rain's actually stopped, hasn't it? Just as Bob says, the rain stopped. Yep, I saw your screenshots, Dave. Things are obviously getting a bit steep around here. MP Rail fan, no, I don't think this route goes through Charleroi. It's not somewhere I recognise. If I bring up the map, so this is West Brownsville. Yeah, that's West Brownsville. And the route follows down here. That is Diamond, I think. Yeah, Emerald Mine, sorry. That's Emerald Mine. And then that is Bailey. Yep, that's Bailey. Just nursing the train through this 15 mile per hour section. We can get up to 20 shortly. We've just about made it down to 2 miles now for our next waypoint to Arkham. And our ultimate destination is now, oh, there it is, 17.8. So by the time we finish, we'll be down about 15 miles to our destination. Seems so close. Oh dear, dear. Getting there now. We're getting there now. I keep saying that. This route and this train just are screenshot heaven. They're really easy to take a good screenshot of. Got the highball still, so that's good. California, PA. Yeah, there's a place called Chatham in it's either Ontario or Canada. Can't remember. There's an area around that, just general that place, where there's a bunch of English names, and there is a Chatham. Chatham being the headquarters of Chatham in the UK, being the headquarters of Dovetail, of course. Cheers, Dean. As soon as I find any information out, I shall get the information somewhere. Right, we're getting into the 20 now. Train you're following must be speeding. I'm not going that slow. Struggling now. As in I'm struggling. Apply a little bit of power. Don't want to go too slow. Time is it here? 10 past midnight, or 8 minutes past midnight, something like that anyway. My man's got an hour of Nerd Cube to go, crikey. I'm looking forward to my bed. At the third SPAD, the time from TSL will be 10 minutes past midnight. Oh, have I got a wrong background? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let me change that over. Take that one off. Put that one on. There you go, it's an AC6000. No, it isn't. Now it's an AC6000. Oh, we're about to get the 20. Woohoo! Wind that baby up. Cheers, Jack Sims. Thanks for joining. BNSF, I'm on my way to Arc Main 2, which is just in front of us. And I've got to get to, via all of these, to get to Man Main 1 in 16 miles. Now that one's only about a mile away from here, so some of these are actually quite close together by the looks of it. No, 2 hours left. Doubt it. Scenario wasn't 2 hours to start off with, and we've done quite a bit of it now. MP Rail fan, did I see the screenshot? I don't know. Let me have a look. Yes, I think I did. I can see them if that's who I think you're who I think you are. Right, we've finished that. We've got 1 mile now to get to Gate Main 2. How can I read the signals from multiple countries? Just practice. Another yellow coming up here, and in fact, surprised that's a yellow given that the point doesn't seem to be set, but maybe that's just because it's too far ahead of me. Probably is set actually. There he is, that's the one we're following. That's Mather Main. We're going all the way to there. Dave says, just remember red means stop, and remember also, if it ain't all red, it ain't red. Get a little bit of power on. A bit more power, that's better. If you do not read it, it's not read. Oh yes, of course, Moggy. The signals on Horseshoe Curve are the bars, aren't they? The sections of three lights that form symbols. Hey there, right car. Ride cars home now so you can watch properly. Excellent. Oh, the rain started again. Got a yellow. Ah, it's horrendous rain again. Oh, weather in this part of Pennsylvania is awful today. .3 miles to Wayne, Maine 2. Another flash. Wow, that was a nice flash. brakes on a bit. Brakes off, we've slowed down too much now. It's a tricky drive, this long train. I don't think inclement really describes the weather. Spot of rain, old chap. Hey there, Steve Van Epps. Welcome this evening. Tad overcast. Spot of cloud, old chap. Mild precipitation. Drizzly. Yeah, or as I like to call it, more man, just an average day in the UK. Stop moaning. Rob Hatch, yes, I am going to be doing the missing bit, which is to talk about how to do sound and light flashes and things like that on the weather. I've already done basic weather stuff. I just need to add that. .8 miles to Wayne. What we need now is a bit of a speed limit increase. That would be nice. As you can see a little bit more. That's my signal. Can I get you a coffee? Yes, please, Rob. Yes, please. Next lightning flash and Matt's are gone over his head out the window. That would be bad. Master of understatement. Slowing down because the next signal's red. Well, it was red. Oh dear. Do you have an NVIDIA card? Do I adjust any settings? Nope. I do have an NVIDIA card, sorry, and I don't adjust any settings. Not that I can recall, anyway. That looks decidedly like a go-go signal. Green. Let's keep accelerating it back up to the 20. Got 6.8 miles to go for Waynesburg. For Wayne. Nice one, Randy C. Welcome to the stream this evening. And thanks for the follow, very much appreciated. What problems are you having, Moggy, and what kind of spec have you got? Dear oh dear. Right, let's have a look at our waypoint list here. Wayne in 5 miles, Man is now in 10 miles. Moggy, can you email me a screenshot of what you're seeing? And I'll see if I can work out what sort of settings you need to do to improve it, because the 760 DTX should run the game pretty well. Have you tried looking at the SSAA anti-aliasing, Moggy? It's quite intensive, but one of the lower settings of SSAA might give you an improvement. Hi, ball. Cheers, MP Rail fan. The red signal's not mine, that's for the siding, and I've got a yellow. Alright, minor panic there for just a minute. That's where we're going to, Wayne, and our the train that we're following is just making it into Wayne right now. So Pete's just after it, and then Man up, and then Main. Getting there slowly. It's stopped raining. It's stopped raining. I don't need them on. Four miles to Wayne. We're getting there slowly. I think that's all I've said about the last 10 minutes, isn't it? Just keep saying we're getting there slowly. Can't think of what else to say. 18.1 miles an hour, we're slowing down. Let's put some more power on, stretch the train out a bit. 3.6 miles to go. Who's looking forward to Soldier Summit then? I am. Cheers, Gary Luton. Thanks for joining us this evening. Just hope you can stop it going downhill. Press backspace, Lib Mona. Talk us through more improvements I aim to make to the cab. Yeah, I can do that. Hang on a sec. Yeah, so I need to do basically more gauges is the number one thing I need to do. At the moment, the little yellow button and the foot pedal aren't working because I don't need them for tonight. And yeah, they stopped. They didn't. The X keys thing didn't get auto detected, so that's not right. They're not there. Otherwise, than that, it'll all work. But I thought I wouldn't push my luck. All the gauges seemed to work. The bit was working. The rail driver was working. So I thought I would just lay it on. And it seems to be hanging together quite nicely, actually. I'm quite pleased. Ages since I actually spent some quality time with the rail driver, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Well, I'm really looking forward to getting some some fire steam engine gauges done, so that you can use these to operate the firing controls. I think that'll be quite cool. I'm also going to use the so on one of the speedometers, like on this one, for example, the kilometre-hour one, put a speed bug on it, and then you can use the turning thing to the twisty knob to move the speedometer for the the speed set for the cruise control. Never mind, I've solved my USB 2.3 issues. Yes, and I took out. So I spoke to SciTech about the problems I was having, and they basically turned around and said, "But there aren't any problems with USB 3. That's an old issue that hasn't been an issue for quite a long time." So got a yellow light. So I redid the wiring again, and now I've got 3 3 panels on one hub, 4 panels on a different hub, and then a mixture of other things around it, filling up the slots. And so everything's a lot happier, and they're all plugged into USB 3. So it's yeah, it's interesting. So I don't quite know why it's different, but fundamentally it's okay. I've even got my my wireless mouse working, which I couldn't get working before. So yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that the X key stuff didn't get detected when it rebooted, it would all be working, the whole lot. Even the 2 cameras are obviously working. You can see them. Should get some valves to screw in or out for the steam engines. Yeah, I thought about that, but what I'm trying to do is make this cab out of off-the-shelf components rather than trying to construct anything with some electronics and jiggery-pokery. Because certainly you could do that. You could use Raspberry Pis as one alternative to these screens, but then just more things that can go wrong, whereas these screens just plug and play. They're awesome. Spaghetti junction under the desk. Now spaghetti junction behind the desk. As in, just down behind the desk over here. It's 1,000,001 wires. They were all neatly clipped together, but been trying to work out what's going wrong with the thing. I've had to take all the clips off so that I can move wires into different ports. I'm just happy it's all working, to be honest. 1.8 miles. Woohoo! Some nice valves here and there, a water gauge, maybe a firebox on the desk. And there was me thinking that having the light switch on and off was going a bit too far. That's quite fun. I quite like the light wave integration. That's got a number of possibilities that are quite interesting. You could use a Wiimote to shovel, couldn't you? That's something else I'm going to integrate at some point. I'm going to get the Wiimote working, just to see what you can do with it. Should make the garage door open when you press T. Going too far in my books would be having the kids play as the fireman. Yeah, I could see that. My son would enjoy that probably. Getting there. Coming up to a 30 limit, we can speed up a bit. Should make the wife bring a cup of tea when you press T. See, that makes a lot more sense, Dave. I like that idea as well. In fact, I would be mashing the T button right about now, in fact, if I thought it would do me any good at all. Leaving the firebox door open, yeah. And overfilling the boiler. If you overfilling the boiler, it actually genuinely blows up the area. Oh, we're almost under the mile. Last signal was a yellow, so I need to bear that in mind as we continue to Wayne Main 2. Yeah, if a cup of tea was made every time you press T, you have to drink like crazy on South London line. Yeah, that wouldn't be a problem. We've got a yellow as we come out. So Pete Man 1, main 1, that's where we got our next adverse signal. Not far off getting the 30 now. So has anyone else got any interesting ideas for the what gauges and things we can make the console do? Serious, sensible ones. Alright, we're in the 30 now, and we passed Wayne, so Pete Main 2. But that's where we've got a signal we need to worry about, so I'm not going to go too fast. Cruise control, yes, lead miner. And what I'm going to do is on the gauges like this one here, where you've got the speedometer, have a look at the red bug, and then use the little twisty knob to be able to put the red bug where you want it. So it's basically the way that they actually work in reality. DRA, yes, there's a DRA light on here, on the BIP, that will come on. But I was going to have a big red DRA indicator on here. Can't do lights on the BIP for TVM ride car because TVM displays different things, and these are all fixed. What this can display, all you can do is turn a light on and off. Whereas you could do, what I was going to do is do it on these 3 displays, put the TVM, so that you can see what the so this is like the 200, this is the sort of the 100, and this is the 80 and the 60. Yeah, I haven't got the ability to do next signal indicator or next speed change indicator, but I want to see if I can fix that. But at the moment they're not exposed via the rail driver interface. Amtrak 109, some trains have cruise control, some don't. So a lot of the German high-speed trains have a thing called AFB, which is basically cruise control. In fact, under LZB signalling, which is also implemented, you can basically just leave the train to drive itself, and it will speed up and slow down as it needs to. Except for stopping at stations, it won't do that. You'll have to do that. Taking it easy, by the way, because we've got a the last look, there was a red signal at Peak Main 2. Yeah, LZB indicators. So some of the LZB stuff is down here, so the end mark and things like that. But then I would do for German trains, I was going to put the speedometer, the tractive effort gauge, and then in the middle put the vertical bar showing you how long it is until the next LZB change. And there's already space on the kilometre hour to put the actual speed indicator itself for the next cruise, the next speed limit in LZB. Next station stop indicator. Again, road car, that's information is not available over Rail Driver at the moment, but it's something I want to see if I can add in at some point if I get the opportunity. To fiddle. I do believe that's a yellow. Fire mass, as long as no, I don't think you can get fire mass unless it's been exposed as a controller. If it's been exposed as a controller, then you can get it. That's down to the loco developer, though. So hint, Ed. Yeah, I can probably find a way of exposing that fire mass stuff through the API. Well, we've got a green light, so we're okay to carry on through Peak Main 2. Next one is Manor Branch Lead in 1 mile. Oh, here comes the rain. Oh, cracking storm again. It's interesting, Ed. Yeah, I'd like to get the task list on the tablet ride car. Haven't really been able to figure out how to get that information out of the core code yet. Whoa. Tutorial reminder, which one was that, Kamali? That distance isn't going down. What's going on? Whenever you post a message, it's supposed to me. Whenever you use a speed, it posts a message. Yeah, very good. Has anyone made a scenario with 10 trains in it? Oh, there's people who've done all sorts of scenarios with a lot more than 10. But even 10 can be a bit tricky to get right sometimes. Oh, Lightning and Thunder. Yes, Kamali. Yeah. I haven't forgotten. I've got a big list of them, in fact, of them. Ah, the switch will change when you get right up to the signal. Okay. Thank you, Bob. Not far to go now. Crash, bang, wallop. Yes, yeah, I'm going to do a gauge class head. In fact, I'm probably going to do two, even though the gauge classes will do the same thing. I'll do a fireman's gauge and a driver's gauge, and then use these two knobs so that on the driver's gauge you've got the exhaust injectors, and on the fireman's you've got the live injectors. I've already got the ability to get the time of day out, so I can do a clock, and then I can also then use the time of day to dim the room lights, so that at certain times of day, it sort of at night time, it dims the room lights anyway, rather than requiring a tunnel to be dim. I haven't done that bit yet, but I've got the information to do that bit. Oh, the point's changed. If any of the signals ahead are red, you'll need to get right up for them to turn green. Green light. Nearly at the end of this one now. I haven't done tap throttle and geared throttle yet, ride car. I did previously when I last did this. It works alright. In fact, it works quite well. But at the moment it's not set up to do it, no. It will at some point. Ed, can you do me a favour and send me a message with your proposal about what gauges do what? Because that looks really spot on. Right. Go by our Manor Branch lead. What have we got tomorrow? Nice one, Ed. Looking at the wrong thing. Green Signal, good. Tomorrow we've got Munich Garmisch, followed by Woodhead line. $390 power change stuff. I don't see why not. I mean, I could set up one of these gauges to manage to show the power, and then you can use one of the. You've got 6 buttons on the side of every panel, so you could use that to do the whole power on off. Or sorry, lower the pantograph and change the power over, raise the shoe, and that sort of thing. So that could be done. Actually, that's a good idea. Going via Manor Branch lead. Would the line volt etc. be done on the big panel? On this one, you remember you can't change very easily what this shows. I can turn off and on lights and change colour of lights, but like this one says wheel slip and this one says bell. I can't easily change what it is without printing out a new acetate sheet and putting that on there, which then involves unscrewing it and so forth. So via main 1. That troublemaker that we've been following the whole way down here. Speed up by Bob, so I shall do that. There we go. Keep your speed up and do not stop. You're almost here. Oh, okay. Rogersville. Oh man, is there a way of making part of an asset in the scenario editor invisible? I don't know what you mean, Wellman. Tell me what you're trying to achieve. No problem at all, Bob. Thanks for writing the scenario. Been thoroughly enjoyable. Long haul, bit different. Tenth of a mile. There you go. Have a nice trip. Stay alert and arrive alive. Awesome. Well, thanks for that one, Bob. So that scenario was both sides of the river for Norfolk Southern Coal District. And that was it, I think. Yes, thank you very much. So that was by Bob, yes, by Robert MK in the chat. Sorry, my brain's just fried itself now. Oh, well, the controller seems to have hung out, sort of managed to keep going quite nicely, which is good. That light, by the way, that came on is because the emergency brake was fired up. So, yes, thank you very much, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow at the usual time, 9:30. And, yes, at the moment the plan is approaching the Alps on the Munich-Garmisch line and Openshaw, Shunting and Woodhead. Let's see what happens, shall we? Right, thanks very much, everyone. Cheers, bye-bye.